everyone, welcome back. We discussed in the previous video about a synthetic long and a short futures, that how we can create these positions with the help of options. What was the main reason behind it? As explained, the reason behind it is call and put parity. Let's understand this with the help of an example. Say if you bought a put and suddenly the market collapses. Say we bought DHFL 600 put and the put of DHFL of 600 strike price was trading at rupees 10. And suddenly a news comes in and DHFL collapses to 350 rupees in 2 minutes. So now my put has become deep in the money. What does the value of the put now becomes? Approximately 250 rupees. But the problem is that you can't trade it. You cannot square off this put option because of illiquidity. How will you square up your position? We can do that by taking a positions in the futures contract. You can square up your put. You can buy futures contract to square up your put option. How do I get this? It's basically because of call put parity. So call put parity basically is given by an at the money call option minus an at the money put option is equal to long futures. We've discussed that earlier. So that means a C plus and P minus simultaneously will give us a payoff of a long futures. We buy a call option at the money and sell a put option at the money to get a long futures. We can also say that ATM call minus ATM put minus long futures should be equal to 0. From the equation I have taken it to the left hand side. So ATM call minus ATM put plus a short futures is equal to 0. So the equation states that the profit and loss upon expiry by virtue of holding a long synthetic together with short futures should be equal to 0. And whenever this equation is not 0, there lies an arbitrage opportunity. So an arbitrage opportunity exists in almost every market. We need to be a keen observer of the market to spot it and profit from it. We'll discuss an example and understand this better. Say on 11th of October 2018, we can see as here that Nifty spot was trading at 10,321 and Nifty futures is trading at 10,343. So as we can see here, the 10,300 call option and put option, both are at the money options, are trading at 173 and 151 respectively. And all the contracts belong to the same expiry. So if going by the arbitrage equation which we discussed, if we were to execute the trade, the positions would be long on 10,300 call option at 173. We buy a call option of 10,300 by paying a premium of 173 and simultaneously we sell a put option of 10,300 strike by receiving a premium of 151. So we are short at 10,300 put at 151 and simultaneously we sell a Nifty futures contract at 10,343. So the first two positions together form a long synthetic futures, and as per the arbitrage equation, upon expiry the position should result in a 0 PL. Let's evaluate this if it actually holds true. So let's evaluate the first scenario. We assume that the expiry is at 10,200 of Nifty. So the 10,300 call option would expire worthless. Hence, we lose the entire premium which we paid, that is 173 rupees. And the 10,300 put would have an intrinsic value of 100, but since we are short at 151, the net payoff would be 151 minus 100, which is equal to 51 rupees. So we are short on futures at 10,343, which would result in a profit of 143 points. 10,343 minus 10,200. So the net payoff would be minus 173 plus 51 plus 143, which is 21 rupees. So clearly, instead of a zero payoff, we are experiencing a positive PL. Now let's assume scenario 2, where the expiry supposedly happens at 10,300. So the 10,300 call option again would expire worthless. We lose the entire premium paid, which is 173. The 10,300 put will also expire worthless. So we get to retain the entire premium of 151, and we are short on Nifty futures at 10,343, which will result in a profit of 43 points. 10,343 minus 10,300. So the net payoff would be minus 173, that is loss of 173, plus profit of 151 plus profit of 43, which again gives us a payoff of 21 rupees profit. Let's take another example. Say in scenario 3, we assume that expiry is at 10,400. So the 10,300 call will have 100 rupees of intrinsic value. Therefore, the payoff from the call option will be 100 minus 173, which is a negative loss of 73 rupees. The 10,300 put will expire worthless. So we get to retain the entire premium of 151, and the short futures contract at 10,343 will result in a 57-point loss. 10,343 minus 10,400. So the net payoff on expiry would be loss of 73 plus the profit of 151 minus 57 rupees loss, which again gives us a payoff of 21 rupees. We can actually test this across any expiry value wherever the market moves, but we are likely to pocket this 21 points on expiry always. I'd like to stress this again, that this arbitrage lets you make 21 rupees upon expiry. Now, is it that easy? No. We have to consider the cost behind executing these positions. Cost means the transaction charges. We have to account for the cost of execution of this trade and figure out if this still makes sense to take up the trade or not, considering the brokerage, the STT cost and the other transaction costs. We need to consider all these before executing the trade. So with this, we come to the end of this video of call put parity. Thank you.